Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Grow and Clip Bonsai for Seniors. Today is August 29th of 2023. It's Tuesday. It's 69 degrees Fahrenheit or 21 degrees Celsius at 9 o'clock in the evening, 9 p.m. Today we're going to try to do a bonsai on a Plumeria, something like that. Well, it's known as a Miami Rose or Plumeria, something like that. I ain't good at pronunciations. I started the seed on May 9th of 2023 this year. It needs a well-draining soil. So in the mix I got 1 part worm castings, 1 part cactus mix, and 2 parts perlite. Now here's the plant, how it looks. Here's my little note. So I got a rock in here because I soaked it real good, because I have to get it out of the container. So take that out of the pot there, get that out of the way. And what we're going to do now is peel away the peat pot. Now this was planted, you can see, and just, well, let me get this closer so you can see. And yes, I got paper towels just in case the kiddies are watching. So, let's get this closer so you can see what I'm doing. You can see I put the mix in 50% perlite and 50% vermiculite. So this really grew nice. Get this off so you can see what I'm doing. And you can see the mix is just crumbling apart. But the seed really took nice in there. So now, let me get this out of the way and put it in our mud bucket where we got all our excess soil and stuff. The old stuff so I can fill in the holes in the front. There we go. So you can see I got it in here. Everything came off real nice. Look at that. Just get some of that stuff off of there. You can see the nice root system it's developing. So what I'm going to do is take my shears and just cut this one piece of root off. You can see how nice and thick it is. Now I don't know if it gets a woody branch or not, but you can see like it was sending out a taproot there. So all we're going to do, because the taproot is curving, so we're just going to cut that taproot off right about there. There we go. And I think we got some good roots growing here. Now we got one root coming up, so we're just going to cut that. So it's always good to try something new, something different. Don't get stuck in a rut. Now I researched outside they grow tall. I couldn't get the right dimensions, but if you put them in a pot, they grow the size of a pot. So with fall near the wind coming through here, I got this that I bought last year, my little pot for fall. I drill a hole in there with my diamond drill. Put our screen on the bottom. Now I got up my mix here. Let me wipe my hands because I'm going to have to use my beneficial bacteria, my Micos. No, I didn't buy the Azus yet. I usually save that for the winter time. But I have to buy it. Okay, so you can see how nice my mix is. I'm just going to put it in. Let me put the cover on the side here. And I'm going to give it a squirt because it's real dry. And all I'm going to do is take the bottom of my cup, push it in. Not hard. just to get it settled. And then I'm going to take some more so we can make a mound on the top. Take some of the chunks off that didn't break up on me. And then I'm going to rinse it real good. Now, there's really no front to it yet, but we could probably put this as a front and put that big leaf on the back and put it in this way. So, I'm just going to wet the roots again, because the Miko sticks real good when it's wet, the roots. And I know you can make a slurry out of the azu, so I'm going to have to do that later on. So, I get this up. Got a nice spoonful. And then I'm just going to take and put it all around the roots. Put that inside. Now it's beneficial bacteria, so it's not going to hurt. So we're going to remember, we're going to keep this as our front. The roots are pretty well fanned out. Just like that. Hold it in. I know I'm in your way, but nothing I can do on that. I just put it in. Now none of my Plumeria seeds grew, and this is the only one that grew because I put the beneficial bacteria on it. The Mikos. So maybe that's one to, maybe it needed something that it didn't have in my soil mix. The right beneficial bacteria. So all I'm doing is firing in the chopstick real nice and easy here. Fire it in easy, nice. And then I'm just gonna press it down. Say, Tom, it's a little off to the center. Well, I'm not perfect. Big old chunk there. There we go. Something like that. Let's wet it down a little bit and see if it sinks the soil when I get Mr. Elephant to get this done. But before I do anything, I don't want to get this contaminated, so I have to close the bag. Get all the air pockets out. Seal it up. There we go. There. Okay, Mr. Elephant, all the kids are looking for you. So we're just going to go like that and water it in. Mr. Elephant needs a little bit more water, so let's get that in there. Got everything prepared today, so I hope I'm doing good. There we go. And yet my catappa tree, so far so good, it's living. I use an extra big hole inside here. And I used that yarn mesh. It went up from 79 cents to 85 cents, but that's not too bad. See? Now it goes down the soil because it's light and fluffy. So what I'm going to do now is get some more of my mix, put it in, and then we get to the root base there. There we go. Put it in, put it in. Now these grow big. I've seen the beautiful flowers that they have on them. There we go. Now to hold it down around the center there, let me get my towel. We're going to put some some pebbles there before I do anything. Spoon, spoon, Mr. Spoon. Mr. Spoon is hiding today. Okay, Mr. Spoon. Ah! He doesn't want to be found. Oh, here he is, hiding in the corner here. I use my hands. I'm just going to put it around the base like it's a little island. And then I got my mix, I say my old container from the dates I bought. Now these are good dates, man. These dates, man, they melted in your mouth. I couldn't believe how good these dates were. So let's take my 50% mix of sand and peat moss. Put it around here. Just to give it a little stability and a little decoration. I'm saying, Tom, you covered some of the rocks. What are you going to do? You never know what goes in there to pick them out. Like that. And then I got a little truck in keeping with the fall planting. Hobby Lobby. And we can have the guy coming down the road with his load of pumpkins for pumpkin soup or pumpkin pie. You never know. Never tried pumpkin soup, but pumpkins are a squash family, so you can make some good dishes with them. You know, some people make pumpkin soup. Must be good. There we go. Something simple, something easy, but it had to be repotted. There we go. Just like that. And then I'll take my napkin. Just, you're going to say, Tom, that's a plant in a pot. Well, we're going to try to make it into the bonsai. I don't know how it branches out. I seen Jonah from forgive me, Jonah, I forgot the name. Crafts Plants and Succulents. I know she does a good thing on succulents, and her Plumerias are simply magnificent. So Jonah, I'll put the description below because my mind went blank. So you can check her channel out and see her Plumeria. But I think, see, it doesn't matter what side the pot is, because it's about the same on both sides. So if I make a mistake and say, "Oop, I forgot the front," no. That's what's good about this pot. So I'll put it outside in a microclimate, or a partial shade, until we get ready. Then I'll change the tag, and when I plant it, repotted it, and go from there. So today is Tuesday. It's detective night. Sherlock Holmes, The Saint, Gangbusters, Johnny Dollar, whatever you want to listen to. Have a good evening with a nice cup of tea. We got a nice cool night, and then it's supposed to get hot like you wouldn't believe. So you take care, everybody. Thanks for sharing, coming down and watching me give a Plumeria a shot, even though I don't know how to pronounce the name. Plumeria. Plumeria. Hey, you say tomato, I say tomato. You say potato, I say potato. You say cotton Easter, I say cotton Easter. What are you gonna do? That's life. You take care, everybody. Let's hope this little guy takes off and see what kind of flowers she gives us. Have a good night, everybody.